And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Two of the best teams in the game square off. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers going up against the New York Mets. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton. I'm John Shambi. And we could be in for a pitcher's duel in this one, partner. Both of these arms very capable of controlling the game from the mound.
Yeah, and they know that it's going to be tough on the other side for their offense to score runs. So what they're doing is going out there and they're having to battle zeros. Who can put up the most zeros? That's who's going to have the best chance of winning this ball game.
First pitch coming your way next. All right, just about set to go. And on the hill, the big righty, Pablo Lopez. Tell us about him in that sub-3 ERA, Siggy.
Well, anytime you can keep your ERA under 3, you're doing a lot of things right, and you're putting your team in a position to win a lot of ball games as well. And he's doing tremendous out there on the mound. Every time he gets the ball. You expect him to go out there and dominate, and that's what he's been to this point. We'll see how he is today.
Mookie Betts leading things off and takes a strike. The shortstop takes a ball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And 1-2. These two offenses can put up runs in a hurry. And that one upstairs.
This is a hitter who takes his game to another level, playing at night.
The pitch. He goes down looking. And now here is Carmen Escobedo.
Here's a hitter who's been strong in the clutch lately. More than an RBI per game over his last 10.
In the air out to center. Buxton hauls it in, 2 away. Here's the Dodgers lineup now. And down towards the bottom of the lineup, hitting 8th here, Andy Pajes.
Well, these days we know teams, they put a game plan together for every hitter in a lineup. But a guy like this, they circle him, make sure he doesn't beat you. So they put in a little extra time and effort on how they're going to approach him. He can be a huge difference maker when he's hot. So it's going to be fun to see how they try to work him right here.
That one to first, and that chance handled. The flip to the pitcher covering, and Freeman is retired. And that is the inning. We head to the bottom of the first. No score. Back here with my pal Siggy. And on the hill today, Shohei Ohtani.
And a guy like this is going to keep you in the ball game. He's going to go out there, compete. Not going to see a whole lot of flair and flash, but he's going to hand it over to the bullpen at some point. And if you've been able to score a few runs, you'll be in it late. So we'll see if he's able to do that for his club in this one.
Here's Byron Buxton. Ohtani, 30 years old now, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. And he deals. Swing and a miss as he was late.
No ball, 1 strike.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Oh, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
1-2.
Not close with that one. And the count 1-2.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Next one misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Smith gathers, throws, and it beats him for the first out after the drop 3rd strike.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when with 2 strikes you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. 1 out, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Had him way out front of the slur.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Here's Brandon
1-0.
Nimmo. First pitch not close. Clobber to right field, way back, gone. A gigantic blast. His 19th home run of the year. It's 1-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
So 2 down. Now here's Nolan Jones.
A lot of clutch hitting from him recently. Over the last 10 games, he's knocked in 10 runs.
Now the 0-1. And a big swing and a miss.
Out there on the mound, he's setting the tone early with the fastball. 98 miles per hour up on the scoreboard.
Kicks and deals. Swings and misses. Out number 3. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now 1-0.
Your time is up, this your third out. Plus we got hitters on deck, bet you word now. We gon' pull up, hood up, what now? Jump out. About to get on.
All set for the start of the inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Shohei Ohtani. Lopez back to work.
So back in 2023, Shohei hit a home run, stole a base, and had a scoreless pitching outing in the same game. You'll never guess the last person to do it.
Pablo Sandoval.
Oh, you're good.
I feel like I've heard that one before. Here's Max Muncy. That funky Muncy. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Lopez, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a slurve, a curve, and he works in a sinker. To the right side, and that's just foul. 1 down, base is empty. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That one misses in the dirt. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. And up to the plate is Will Smith. There's a strike.
0-1.
Two outs, base is empty. Here comes a pitch. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
To the right side, Diaz takes it to the bag, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Adley Rutschman. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller. Good at framing. But it's that big arm that really stands out.
You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slugs, some home runs can come into play.
And the righty deals.
So I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer. When you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm, you really have to change your approach. Can't try to steal because you'll get thrown out. Maybe get a little bigger lead, be aggressive on the secondary, but this type of guy shuts the running game down.
Comes the 2-2. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And one gone. Jorge Soler up at the plate. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. First offering misses badly for ball one. The pitch.
Ball.
Joe McDonald doing the home plate duties here.
Well, Joe's an interesting one. I'm always trying to figure out what exactly his zone is. Feels like it kind of moves around from game to game, sometimes inning to inning.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. And the right-hander deals.
No.
And another ball. Yeah, I think that's fair. I don't think he's ever way off with his balls and strikes, but yeah, I don't think it's easy to define what his zone is, like you said. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Full count.
3-2 now. Swings here and blasts one left field. Out of here. A massive home run. And they tack one on the board. It's 2-0. So the streak stays alive. His fourth straight game with a home run.
Boog, that's like a cycle of home runs, and I know how much you love the cycle. He's absolutely punishing mistakes right now he can't miss. Looked like the splitter, but normally doesn't stay that high in the zone. The bottom falls out, at least to bring it around belt knuckle, but that one just stayed up, and with that kind of velocity, it's going to get hit really hard, as it did right there.
Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. Swings and misses. Strike one. All right, Singy, you know him at Dork. Shohei Ohtani. Go back to May 5th, 2022 at Fenway Park. He tossed a complete game through 99 pitches. Get this, 81 strikes. It was the most strikes thrown with less than 100 pitches in a game since they started tracking pitch counts.
That's just unreal.
Righty delivers. And now 2-1. One out, bases empty, and a run in. You're in game one of this three-game set. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The pitch. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Batting 8.
2 outs, bases empty. Here's Lane Thomas. Good power, not great in the OBP department. Bounce to the left side, and it goes just foul. Two outs. On the ground, right side. Tosses to first. That's the third out. Inning over. The Mets add 1 to their lead on this solo shot. And it's 2-0. This is Mets baseball on the show, NYC. Back here in Queens, top half of the third inning, and at the plate for the Dodgers. James Outman. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. And that's in there at the knees.
Ball.
Next offering is down low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ripped on the ground to second. To first.
Out.
1 up, 1 down. And next for LA, Andy Pages. Right through there for a strike. The Mets up by 2. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Good
Ball.
eye right there. And that one is lifted in the air. Thomas pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. 2 outs, base is empty. Chris Taylor. Digs in now. To the right side, Diaz. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 9 straight retired here to start the game. It's the Mets 2 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here at Citi Field, bottom of the inning, and stepping in for New York, Andres Jimenez. And the right-hander back to work. Swings and misses. That's strike 1. And a foul ball. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Back to the top of the lineup. Byron Buxton up now for the Mets. He's 0 for 1. Runner takes off. Pitch misses. Throw to second. Tag. And they got him.
Well, this is a real momentum killer after the leadoff single. Tried to steal second base on the first pitch. Defense was all over it. Nicely done from behind the plate with the catch and throw. And a quick tag before he reaches the base.
Swung on, bolted. Back there. And out of here. He sends one out the opposite way. His 16th homer of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 3-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
So 1 out, nobody on. At the plate, Yandy Diaz. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
On the mound, he's got to remember his offense can score a lot. So if he can hit the reset button from here going forward, there's still a chance that his club can win this ball game.
Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there. Gonna count 1-2. 1 run across in the frame so far here in the last half of the 3rd. That one not close. And the count's even at 2. Line drive. Taylor snags it for the 2nd out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
next for the Mets, Brandon Nimmo. He's already homered in this game. And first offering is fouled off.
No,
Just
inside.
missed. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add a run. It's 4-0. That's their fourth home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Came out of his shoes on that one, but managed to keep his mechanics intact long enough to get to the ball and through it, and it went a long way.
No. Jones up now for the Mets. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Taylor makes the play, and that will end the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're dialed into the show.
Always we know.
And we're back. Start of the fourth. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Mookie Betts. The pitch. Late with the swing there.
Love it here at Citi Field. You know, it replaced Old Shea Stadium back in 2009, and Chipper Jones was really sad to see it go. It's actually the third home of the Mets since they started out at the Polo Grounds for 2 seasons before Shea was finished.
Ball one there.
Well, a big lead like this is comfortable many times, but not when these two teams are matching up. You got to continue to keep your head down, play catch with that catcher, and just try to move through this lineup.
1-2 now. Lopez gets the swing and the miss. And one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Escobedo batting for the second time, and that's strike one. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Bases empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. Next offering upstairs.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is because of the pressure, not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Ohtani now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Freeman off of first with 2 away. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Nice grab. Throws from his knees, and they get the out. So the Dodgers leave 1. They're down 4-0. Bottom 4, here's Adley Rutschman. He might just be the best hitting catcher in the game today.
Well, Boog, he's so valuable, does a good job behind the plate, but offensively, he's a middle-of-the-order type of bat, especially when you talk about catchers, and their #1 job is to handle the pitching staff and prevent runs. This guy is able to add runs by producing them.
The designated hitter, Jorge.
So up next for New York, Jorge Soler. He's already homered here in this one. Chases that one upstairs. Soler, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he's a former Silver Slugger recipient in the National League. Swings through that.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big-time velo on the bump and big-time pop at the plate.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year. 2 outs, base is empty. Bobby Witt Jr. up now for the Mets. Struck out swinging his first time. Swings through that one for strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And a nice inning of work there as he set. Back here in Queens. Ready now for the 5th inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Max Muncy. The right-hander back to work. That one fouled off. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list.
1-1.
And that skips in the dirt. One thing with Max Muncy, and it'll be interesting to see what he throws here. He hammers the fastball. And another ball. Got him swinging. The batter now will be Will Smith. First round pick out of Louisville in 2016. Just missed. Ripped into right field, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. James Outman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Breaking ball through there for a strike. Next pitch is downstairs.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Wouldn't chase that time. Man at first, 1 away. In the air out towards right center. Drops into the glove. Now a long throw to first. Andy Pages steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He's 0 for 1. First pitch misses. Smith off of first with 2 away. That one ripped right center field. That's back there. Back gone. And they slice into the lead. It's 4-2.
He's going to the plate with a ton of confidence lately, and he's getting the results to back it up. No doubt, those 2 things feed off one another. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
2 outs, nobody on. Here comes Chris Taylor. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. And downstairs.
You want to be patient here. Try to work a walk if you can. You've got a big power bat behind you in the on-deck circle, and with 2 outs, 1 swing, it puts you right back in this ball game.
The Mets leading by 2, and we're at the top of the 5th. Lopez gets the swing and the miss. That's out number 3. Dodgers claw back a bit with this homer. It's now 4-2. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show.
But my mojo right and my motor right, so I roll the dice, so I seize the day.
And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Lane Thomas.
Jersey girls will teach y'all a good lesson. With long hair, rock and roll guys like me.
And the pitch. And a foul ball. And a pitch. Swings through that one above the zone.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's Andres Jimenez. And he's already singled in this game. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Hard ground ball, base now. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it. And now they've got some speed on.
Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. And they got him.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
Hey, dumb fuck, do you think you might want to start stealing, you know, maybe you start your stolen base before the catcher actually already has the fucking ball? I don't know what the fuck. Holy shit. Could have gone. Nope, fuck, he's gonna go now that he's already done with his stretch. That's what? You go now. You would have been fucking clear up here. That means you would have been on base at like this fucking moment. You would have been safe. I don't know why the fuck dipshit. Not exactly sure why the fuck dipshit's taking so goddamn long to steal. Should have been 2 stolen bases, and it's none because you're a fucking dipshit who's not throwing until he already lets go of the ball. The fuck?
And the 0-2.
1-2.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Top 6, and now it's Mookie Betts.
The shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Lopez back to work. Now this one's crushed down the line. Hooking, foul ball.
All over the first pitch fastball right there, but just a little bit out front. Gotta let it travel just a bit more.
On the ground, Jimenez fires over to first. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th. Now it's the second baseman, Carmen Escobedo. Fought off foul.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Thomas tracks it down for the out. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. 1 for 2. First pitch, and he just misses. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top half of the 6th. On a line, base hit. Around first and hustling for second. The throw to second is offline.
That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just
99 overall arm, everybody. 99 overall arm.
So
red throw.
Here's Shohei Ohtani.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you could make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning.
Lopez gets the swing and the miss. Picks up strikeout number 7. 1 hit, 1 left. 2, 3, 4 due up. Back here at Citi Field, bottom of the 6th inning. And here's the first baseman, Yandy Diaz. The pitch. Just missed. Swings and misses. And the count 1-1.
They can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And the pitch. Lifted in the air, right center field. And it drops in. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious.
Tony Gonsolin takes over on the mound.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Grounder might be 2. There's 1. On to Freddie. Double play.
Well, the reliever comes in, takes care of that inherited runner, gets that ground ball double play, and now he can work on one more guy to get back in the dugout.
So taking in Nolan Jones. That misses, and it's 1-0. Two outs. Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. That was blasted to the moon. His 12th of the season, and they add on. It's 5-2. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boone. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often.
Let's break out the StatCast numbers. It's Singy. It tells us this home run was projected at more than 450 feet.
Yeah, and not many players can hit home runs as far as this one. That's a special feeling, and I'm sure he was giggling a little bit as he was jogging around the bases. That was one heck of a swing he put on the baseball.
That's ripped. Base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Now he turns and heads for second. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. Long throw is there. That ends the inning.
To get the blessing from the brethren. I got my blessing because the Father never left him. He did it for the brethren.
And we're back. Now the third baseman, Max Muncy. The wind of the pitch. Garrett Richards, a guy who was originally a first-round pick of the Angels out of the University of Oklahoma. Next offering is down low. Two of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. He flexes his power with that swing. It's 5-3. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't
I'm
have
sorry, but those pitches are looking pretty fucking good.
pitch.
Those are not home run pitches.
And he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Now here is
That
Will
is not
Smith.
a home run pitch.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in
Just
an
saying.
inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Okay, well, my
First offering, and it
ERA is
just
in 3,
misses.
so fuck you.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
1 strike.
Strike 2.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Nimmo has it sized up. And there's one down.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
I still want to see where location was on
High fly ball
pages.
out to left field. Nimmo
He's
has it
next, right?
sized up. And there are 2
Yeah, I don't know what that
outs.
pitch was, but I didn't think that was a home run pitch either.
So up next,
The batter,
Andy
the
Pajes.
right fielder, Andy Pajes.
Oh, that was not a home run pitch. Oh, that fucked me.
There's
That
a
is not a home run pitch. That was perfectly located. That's dirty.
swing and a miss as he was late.
No ball.
They
2
did me
strikes.
dirty.
2 down, nobody on.
Should be 5 to
That's the
1.
strikeout looking.
Really shouldn't even be
Fastball
5.
letters
Should be
throws
5
it
to
for
0 because
strike
those were
3.
not home run
But not
pitches.
before
Neither
they
one of them
answer
were.
back with
So at
a
least
solo
Max
home
Muncy
run.
was like
It's now a 5-3 ball
fully in the
game.
zone. The other one was literally perfectly placed.
Bottom of the 7th. Now it's going to be Jorge Soler.
Designated hitter, Jorge.
The wind and a pitch. Gonsolin, in his 5th season, he features a
No ball.
4-seam
1 strike.
fastball, a splitter, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And now 1 away.
Wow,
The
short
batter,
work to
number
send it
7.
packing to start the inning and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the
1-0.
pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Witt in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Calls it in, and there's 2 away. And now the right fielder, Lane Thomas. First
Ball 1.
pitch doesn't find the zone.
1 ball. No strike.
Swings through that one.
Instead of letting the
1-1.
hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
That
That's the
one
ball.
missed. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And it's a 3-up, 3. Back here in Queens, and now Chris
The
Taylor.
left fielder, number 3, Chris Taylor.
Lopez back to work. That one misses, and that's ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
1 ball. 1 strike.
And Pablo Lopez will deliver.
2-1.
And another ball. Fastball in for a strike. 2-2 now. And here it comes. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, showing some pretty dominating stuff out there in this one, not just in terms of swing and miss, but also in terms of command. You know, all the strikeouts, they just kind of speak for themselves, but when you don't walk
1-0.
anyone, you're demonstrating that you have the confidence in your abilities to truly go right after opposing batters.
Turns and fires the bats. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. The wind and the pitch. That's hard hit on the line. And there's a hit.
Everything came together for him. Recognized the break on
I'm
that pitch
sorry.
early, and
He
that allowed
couldn't
him to keep his front shoulder.
catch that? Hello? Are you just stupid? How could he not catch that? Dude. Really? The fuck?
In. You know, it's easy to bail on those
bullshit.
front door breaking balls, but a great job right there of letting it travel, then unloading a nice balanced swing.
The next offering misses. And that's ball 2.
Okay, now he can't seem to hit the zone.
That's smacked on a line to center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Freeman in the box with 2 gone. And takes a look at a called strike. The next pitch misses. 1-1. On the ground to the left. It's through for a hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Out there to center. Brings it in, and that's the 3rd out. Dodgers strand. And welcome back to the ballpark. To the bottom of the 8th. Here's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that turns the lineup over. So the batting order turns over. Byron Buxton up now for the Mets. 1 for 3.
Hey, Andres Jimenez. Do you think I'm going to tell you to steal again? And I want you to steal when he moves his leg. Not wait 5 seconds after he does, please. Thank you. Let's see what the fuck you do.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike.
Wow, would you look at that?
And great jump.
You actually steal a base? Holy shit. Well, let's take a big fat juicy look at that. Wow. Wow. You actually stole before he threw it. Oh my gosh. And look at what happens. Even if it was a beautiful throw, you still would have been safe. Wow, maybe you should listen from now on.
Kicks and fires. Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2.
Man at second.
Ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Yandy Diaz now. Ripped to third and caught. Throw not in time as he's able to get back to avoid the double play.
Yikes, that ball was scorched, an absolute missile, and it almost becomes self-defense as the fielder. When one of those things comes screaming towards you, watch your lips.
Up next to the net.
And here is Nolan Jones.
This kid picked up in a trade. A lot was offered and given to get him, but he's got a real high ceiling.
Line drive, and that's a base hit to right. Around third, The throw in, it's off the mark, and he scores.
Big at bat to pad their lead up to 3. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he made it out front for the line drive knock.
So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, J.P. Fire Ice.
And this is a really tough spot to come into as he tries to keep this one close. You almost have to forget about the runners in scoring position. They're not going anywhere. Focus on the hitter, getting that one out your team needs from you.
So 2 on with 2 away. And here's the catcher, Adley Rutschman. Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A gigantic blast. His 17th of the year. And they throw 3 on the board. It's 9-3. That one just sounded different.
And it might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. You know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side is a hitter. It's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Base is empty with 2 away. Jorge Soler up now for the Mets. Upstairs. The Mets up big in this one. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Late on that fastball.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Righty to the plate. Way out front for strike 2.
1-2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there. It just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. Mets get 3 on this homer. Last chance coming up here for the Dodgers. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Aroldis Chapman.
Big swing and miss stuff right here, Boog. Averaging more than 1 strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
Max Muncy at the dish. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
That one at triple digits. Chapman, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a 2-seamer, and occasionally works in a splitter. Nimmo makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Smith tries to hold up, appeal to first, and yes, he offered at it. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the top of the 9th. That's in there, and that's strike 2.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Got him looking. 2 down.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
Outman at the plate now. That's ball 1.
No
I
strike.
can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The pitch.
2-1.
And another ball. Wouldn't chase that time.
A couple sliders away, gets that hitter to really start looking and even leaning out over the plate. Very susceptible for the 2-seamer here.
Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. He puts it away, and that'll do it. The Mets take the series opener here at home.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. You never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
9-3 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Running from pain, running from strain, running from things, running from schemes. I can't hold a frown too long. I can't stay down too long. Look, running from pain, running from strain, running from things, running from schemes. I can tell you my problems, meditating my silence. But I keep pushing my pen, rotating my stylus. Brokenness feeling like sin, now no breath, low dollar. Used to be left on red, now all the girls go holler. I can tell you
But final one.